So after over a year of waiting, Avatar fans are finally getting what they've been asking for. Netflix has just dropped their first proper look at Toph in their live action Avatar The Last Airbender series, and this is way more than just a costume reveal. Alongside this, we'll be looking at when season 2 drops and what the story is actually going to cover, and how one of the most beloved characters in animation history is being brought into the real world. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Avatar content, and let's get into it. So season 2 of Netflix's Avatar is officially landing in 2026, and it will be adapting Book 2 Earth from the original animated show. Season 3 will also be dropping, that's also been filmed, but that's completely unknown when that will actually happen. But after saving the Northern Water Tribe from the massive Fire Nation attack in Book 1, Team Avatar is now facing even higher stakes. Azula has already conquered Omashu and captured King Bumi, and that mid-credits tease of Sozin's Comet showed us that the Firebenders are about to become much more dangerous than ever before. Aang needs to level up fast if he has any hope of taking down Fire Lord Ozai, and that's exactly where Toph comes in. In the original animated series, Book 2 Earth is all about Aang learning earthbending, and Toph becomes his reluctant teacher. Toph's a young blind girl who completely changes what it means to be an earthbender. She reads vibrations in the ground to sense opponents rather than seeing them normally, and can accurately track movements and control the earth around her with a level of precision and force that most benders can only ever dream of reaching. That makes her deadly in combat and an unexpected but great teacher for somebody who doesn't even know the ABCs of earthbending. It also helps to shape her personality. She's notoriously blunt. She's serious about her skills, but can be very rude in her first interactions with the group, and they're extremely tense, as we know from the animated show. Now, we didn't get an exact one-to-one adaptation from the original animated show, so I'd like to see how they're going to handle this, which storylines they're going to mix together. Maybe the Haru storyline will be mixed in with this. Maybe Haru can be contrasted with Toph, something like that. It's not really clear what exactly they're going to do with that, and I actually don't think the first season was... I don't think they made the best choices when adapting or choosing which storylines to mix together and which ones to leave out completely. Actually, I think season 1 was a bit of a miss overall. It had some very good points, the bending looked great, the acting was okay, but the writing really let the series down in the first book, so I'm really hoping they've improved it. And the showrunner Albert Kim has actually left the show, so we have a new showrunner for season 2 and 3, so I'm really hoping that's going to improve the writing and the pacing for season 2. And we can see on screen now Toph's appearance in the live action show. She's being played by Maya Chek, and she'll be joining the returning cast of Gordon Cormier for Aang, who I must say in this poster looks really old. He looks about 20, so maybe they've waited a bit too long to film season 2, but whatever, we can't do anything about it now, and I think he'll probably play the role pretty well, maybe even better now that he's older. We have Ian Owsley as Sokka, Dallas Liu as Zuko, and Elizabeth Yu as Azula. The cast has been in an intense physical boot camp for season 2, training with weapons, working on movement, and preparing for the bigger, more complex bending sequences than we've ever seen before in season 1. And that matches up with the season focused on more rough element like Earth. Now, Chek has actually hinted that Toph is actually slightly older than the animated version of her character, not quite the tiny kid that fans remember and love, but still the same Spitfire who calls a certain someone Twinkletoes, with familiar moments from the cartoon plus new material that expands on who she is. Now, that statement right there tells me that they're probably going to mix and merge a lot of the stuff with her parents into one condensed and compressed arc. This season 2 poster gives us the clearest look at her yet, the first ever look actually, for the show, and she looks great. Maya Chek's Toph stands beside Aang, Katara, Sokka, and Momo, with Appa flying overhead. The green tones instantly signal the Earth Kingdom being the main part of this season, which we expected, and Toph's design stays very close to her animated counterpart, even down to her stance. It feels like the same character brought to life, not a reinvention of the wheel, and definitely nothing like the Shyamalan movie if Toph was to appear in that one. Now, we just have to hope that Chek has the acting skills needed to portray the character in her tough and complex way. Now, something interesting to note is that Toph's presence isn't only limited to live action. In October 2026, if things go according to plan, which is not guaranteed with Avatar Studios at the moment, the Avatar franchise will return to animation with a feature film called The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, following the original crew as adults, probably in the time around the construction and creation of Republic City. And Toph is confirmed to appear alongside her old buddies in that series. In that though, Toph will be voiced by Dion Kwan, and it's obviously because she's a bit older in that, as this is around the time of the formation of Republic City. So as you can see, 2026 is looking to be a wild year for Avatar and for Toph fans in particular. But what do you think of Maya Chek's portrayal in this poster? Do you think she looks good as Toph? Do you think we need something else? Tell me in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, drop a thank Mr. Zuko in the comments down below.